All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting evening of City League Darts. We've got a great matchup for you here. Two members of the FODL, the Don't Forget to Save and Exit Your Match Dart League. We've got DJ Mike Hughes, who plays out of the Division A in the FODL, and Toaster Dave Weyland, who plays in the C Division, but throws darts more like he belongs at the top of the A Division. So DJ Mike Hughes certainly is going to have his work cut out for him tonight. Let's take a look at the standings before we look at the previews. So after 1 week and two matches, here's how everything shakes out. So only Mike Gilligan here so far with two straight victories. Everyone else just kind of in this scramble between 2, 1, and 0 points. Not much to kind of speak on with this stuff at the beginning of the season. Just in case you're unfamiliar with this, what all these standings mean. So the first ranking criteria is the points for these players. So players earn 2 points straight out for a match win, and they earn 1 point for a draw in a match. As for that points column is, the LD next to it stands for leg differential. That stands for the number of legs or games that you've won compared to your opponents. So in this case, Mike Gilligan has won 6 more legs than his opponents. That's the second ranking criteria on the leaderboard here. Third criteria is the legs against the darts, so legs you won when your opponent threw first. So again, in that category, we see Mike Gilligan leading with 7. And the final standing is the season average for the players if it gets to a fourth tiebreaker. So that's how that structure works. Let's look at how these players have done so far through their first week. So just one match here to speak of. So average is pretty much similar. Toaster with this crazy scoring there. You see those 12 tons, 12 low tons, 2 high tons in his first match, despite coming out with a draw there. Meanwhile, much less scoring from DJ Mike Hughes, though a similar average, but able to eke out 1 point, or no, just had the loss with that first round match. Excuse me, not reading my own board right. So we'll bring it into the player cams here. Players have already diddled at their convenience when they're ready. Game on and shoot them well, guys.
Shoot up. Shoot well, man.
All right, we're up and running. So as is standard now in City League, when we are casting during a day where there's some PDC action, we'll do a little recap. We'll talk about that. We'll give some congratulations to Gerwin Price for taking away his second title of the Autumn Series. Impressive numbers from him.
35.
He was just a little too tough for Christopher Tasky in that finals. I would have loved to see the Polish Eagle get over the line
26.
there. Big Ratasky fan here. Go Ratasky. But Price has just been in no mood the last, I don't know, 6 months, 12 months. Just
39.
in no mood to lose anything ever.
$60. $80. 30. 28. 58.
No one putting their stamp on this match just yet.
43.
Ooh, and a couple of 20s here. We'll put Dave in checkout range first.
101.
I think that was some bad math.
59.
Moving down there
Good darts there.
to the 166. I think that was just a temporary little mental error there from Toaster, who I
60.
think knows better on 267 than to try to set up a 168. Treble 18 here is a target for Toaster. Not going to go. So DJ Mike Hughes going to
23.
have a look at the 80. 75. He might go 25 for the bull here, or treble 17. Those are really the two targets. It was treble. I don't know. Was it treble 17? Was it high or was it low of the intended?
40.
As it is, he will leave tops. 66 left. Bullseye. Oh, bit high.
45.
Double 20 here for Mike. Oh, good effort. Great effort. Just a bit outside. Toaster goes straight for it, trying to attack that 38. And comes low on all three. I was hoping he'd be able to slide his third just to top that second. Hughes inside on the 10. Inside on the 5. Does he bust it? Yep, intentionally. Good decision. Toaster again attacking it. Wow.
Third dart.
All right, well, it pays off for him for the early break a throw here. Not the best standard, but the leg is the leg.
$60.
I think that's a treble 20 there. It 81. Was.
$45. $33.
Well, DJ Mike Hughes was running out to a quick lead there to set himself up to
45.
Take the break back, but gave it back away with that second visit.
$60. $30. $58.
Toaster needed the maximum there to set himself up into
43.
checkout range, and with that first start, it was not going to happen. Hughes here looking for a 99. Now it's going to be a 121, and now it's just doesn't matter.
8.
Toaster now needing two trebles, but not treble ones. Another treble 20 would be helpful.
83.
Both these players refusing to get into checkout range quick.
55. $41.
Toaster still uninterested. Oh, no, he is in checkout range now there. Well, I thought that was a 22 instead of 41, despite him clearly saying 41.
60.
All right, well, Hughes will join him.
Oh, my goodness. It's not even close.
Treble 12, not the intended target there. He was not trying to set up the 118, believe it or not.
76.
A treble there on that third dart would have been punishing. As it is, slight reprieve for Toaster. Potentially, he will not get a chance at it here. I think that's a 33 with the second dart. 37 scored here leaves him 41.
19.
But it was just a single 11. I was wrong. Treble 14 for tops here for DJ. Oh, he wanted the bullseye. I don't like it with the second dart on 82. I don't like it at all.
17.
It is just objectively the bad decision. Congar Darts in the chat coming in with the hay just in time to see DJ Mike Hughes acting like his second dart was his first dart or third dart. Oh. Oh, and
43.
Toaster missing the double 16. Finding a funky double 19 early on, unintended. Tops now for DJ Mike Hughes to clean this up. Oof, that looks like me shooting at tops there.
34.
What was that? I threw a dart at double
Lost.
20 the other hour, about 2.5 hours ago. That was just a hair above the treble 5 wire. Double 9 now for Mike Hughes, who misses the 3, and he gets it. Wow, misses the 3 and the 17. Corrects it with the next. For the break right on back, it's Funky Darts here in City League. Opening up, break. Where are we at with the numbers? What are the numbers?
58.
They're modest. The numbers are modest, but, the match is at a modest point in it thus far, just 2 legs in.
40.
Plenty more to go. So what else happened on the Autumn
43.
Series today? Gerwin with his second consecutive and second on the series. Wurtaski just coming out.
45.
Just out of range. Very unfortunate results for Jeff Smith, going 0 for 6 for his efforts here. However, he does have a chance to pick up some
50.
cash for his efforts for his trip to Germany with the World Series coming up. So I will be very excited to watch him in that. Certainly wishing the best for
85.
him there. Toaster Bro in the chat, Benjamin Weyland.
24.
Always glad to see the Weyland family joining us.
13. 41.
Sluggish scoring from both sides here.
41. 'Max.
Oh, heyo. Wow, I wasn't even ready to call it because it seemed like some of those were in the 1 to the treble 1. Our second 180 of the fall quarantine Premier League
40.
season. The first, of course, being earned by the West Texas Marauder, Jerry Melendez, in his opening week match. And it's off for Hughes in 1 dart.
25.
So we'll see if the curse of the 180 is alive and well.
28.
Single 20 for tops here. Yikes. Wow, what a flyer of a dart. Oh, no. DJ Mike Hughes was trying
21.
to avoid the treble 20 on his second dart to not bust in 2 and just found it way too high. And then
45.
found the 1. So needs that single 19. Oh, no, and it's a 57. He needs a double. It's a bust on 59 and an anchor dart there. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, no. Conger on the chat lamenting his inability to clip on a YouTube live stream.
114.
A la Twitch style. Still the 19 isn't in there. 16. Oh, he wanted 20 for 36 and he misses it again. What is going on? I'm physically lifting my microphone off of my head so I don't scream into it.
19.
19, the hardest way you could imagine. Toaster, meanwhile, misses the 10 into the 6. 4 to set up tops here, or 12.
Oh, my goodness.
He wanted the 12 to set up 32. What is in the water? And he misses the 2.
Oh, it's not even right, is it?
Oh, what is going on? Double 10 to tidy it up. What is going
Man,
on?
that's some bad math. Times now. Jesus.
Holy
I just screwed
moly.
back darts.
Yikes. The players know. The players know. Despite that being, despite that being just on par with how the other legs have gone, a 33 dart
41.
leg, um, they knew that felt extra weird and sloppy and funky. It certainly did. Congress saying the curse is strong.
60.
Congress, as Dan Dawson would say, silly darts. Oh gosh, I tried to do it. It was terrible. Oh gosh. Okay, well now I need to dedicate the next couple of minutes to just making a
59.
total ASS on myself doing these impressions. So one I've wanted to do for a while,
100.
especially as I was thinking about the intros to the sequence for these broadcasts was you gotta have an intro sequence, right? So all the talk show hosts, all the the
121.
weekly or nightly things, whatever, they all have their iconic intro. So Matt Edgar, right, has what did he say?
100.
Wow, a little tearing score for these players here. Um, oh my gosh, I've been saying it all day, and I'm blanking on how Matt Edgar kicks
40.
off his Edgar TV shows. Oh, right. Oh,
60.
hold on, I got to pull up the booth cam for this. How do, guys? I think that was pretty good. How do, guys? Yeah, that wasn't bad.
60.
Oh, I've been thinking about that all day, I swear.
100.
Speaking of video commentary, like I was saying yesterday, looks like this African warrior, Devin Peterson, might not be doing commentary
25.
for a little while these days. Starting to just absolutely tear it up in the Pro Tour. Toaster missing tops twice
30.
and then 10 inside. So Devin Peterson looking to start playing in all these Sky and ITV events that he's been doing some co-commentary on. You sure love to see it. Toaster going straight for it, finding
10
it with the
second dart.
second. Now we're getting a little bit closer to average here. So a 23 dart leg there for Toaster. Much better. We're back on some holds after going break. We've gone hold in legs 3 and 4. Yikes.
80.
Quite a flyer there from Hughes. Congress saying the do
60.
needs to be a little bit stronger, like kind of elongate the O's, like a couple extra O's on it. But he likes how I said how. Yeah, how do guys? Yeah,
3.
how do guys? That's what I'm working on. It's very stunted. Ow. It's like ow, not
60.
how, but ow. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. I've already been told I need to not do singing on the stream. I assume it's only a matter of moments until I'm told I
43.
need to not do accents as well.
40.
No real standout legs here as of yet. Well, that last one from Toaster was pretty darn good.
60.
3 scores of a ton. And then cleaning up 40 in 2 visits.
60.
But again, a much more sluggish pace here in leg 5.
99.
A great score there from Hughes, but still outside of checkout range.
60.
But should be poised for a real nice setup here. Trouble would be money.
60.
60 won't be bad, though. Toaster needs at least a big ton here to keep himself close.
60.
He's not going to find it. Hughes now a couple throws ahead. 16 for tops here with that first start finding the treble 20. True as can be. Yikes. Ooh.
76.
He was feeling the excitement on that one. 25 or
41.
20. Great marker. Doesn't use it.
20.
Shanghai finishes on. Shanghai finishes on. Shanghai finishes on!
Off.
Toaster with the 120. Finally, a big
There's
finish
one
here
for
in
ya.
Quarantine Premier League. I've been waiting for it.
And now there's more coming.
And that's how you do it. First dart treble, second dart single, third dart double.
81.
Hello, Mr. Weyland. And that was for a break of throw.
101. $100.
All right, Toaster, go 120 for the finish. Open up your next leg with an 81. Follow
82.
it up with a ton. What are you going to do here?
60.
Just a 60. What a loser. Wow. Toaster finding that range that we've kind of been wondering where that was
60.
for the first four legs here. Oh, gosh. Here he goes again.
Damn it. 99.
Yeah, I've had a feeling that second dart found its way off into the single one. Benjamin Weiland in the chat saying Toaster is heating up. I respect it. I love it. I'll cringe at it, but I'll cheer for it every time. Wow. Toaster just unrelenting. 81 left now after 14 darts.
99.
62 after 15. How about a nice slick little triple 10, double 16?
24.
You know, if you're not busy. Well, one more 15 is what he wants. He finds it. Double 16. Oh, well outside. I feel like he rushed that double 16. Like he just got really into it. Just wanted to kind of get that thing out, get that leg done, get that 18 darter in. Wish he would have paused a little bit to kind of taking a step, taking a breath,
80.
set up. You know, especially switched across and moved his body a little bit to address that 16.
First dart.
Or we just do a first one next turn for asking, and you know whatever. That's fine. That'll play. That'll do. That's what I'll call a standout leg there. 81, 100, 60, 99, 99, 30, 32. Get out of here. That's awesome.
95.
Just that 30 with the one miss at the 60, at the double 16, and then correcting it very first start next visit for the 19 dart leg. Silly.
100.
Silly darts. Awesome. And I didn't even mean that saying the Dan Dawson way. That was just me naturally saying those were some silly darts.
41. 45, rather.
Definitely time for a stats check-in. Whew.
30.
Picking it up, especially in that scoring category. Shocking, though, to see only low tons for Toaster there. And Hughes with just those
95.
two low tons, as you know, and that's kind of why we'll see these 95s, 80 somethings, plenty of those. But getting all three in that 20 bed has
81.
proven difficult for Hughes.
7. 60. 45. 'Jeez, pizza did it again. 59.
Lukagra asking if Toaster's biggest
32.
finish or biggest visit has been his finish. It has, yeah. So 101. What's funny is like only half of them have actually
38.
been straight tons. So 101, 114, ton, 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 and then
60.
the ton 20. So yep, ton 20 visit the Shanghai highest visit to the board. After that, it was a 114
55.
to set up uh, well, something because he scored 40 the next visit, but then lost the leg in leg 3. And yep, no ton 40s, no
79.
ton 35s even.
Mm. 353.
Bust.
Double 4 here. Oh, goes a little bit inside. He
21.
wanted that 9 to set up double 8 on the first turn there, on the first throw for Toaster. Meanwhile, Mike wanted 11. 3 would have set up double 16. 17 sets up double 9? If that goes outside.
25.
Way low on that double 2. Way
Miss.
low. Double 9 here for Mike Hughes. I think he's going to go straight for it and then find a bust with that double 12 in the first.
Such a
And then
shit.
throws the other 2 at the same time, just saying, get these out of my hand.
Oh, I thought that was.
Oh,
Third
Toaster
dart. Four scored.
got himself psyched out with that second dart, thinking that it found its path. But makes up for it with the third. Taking a commanding lead here. Definitely will have his work cut out for him, Mike Hughes, now to climb his way back into this.
80.
We see a little bit of a drop on the averages from when we checked in last time with that 33 dart leg. So bunch in these mid-30s that I think are uncharacteristic legs from these players, but 4 of our 7 legs so far have been in that 30 dart range. These players are very fortunate to have some
85.
rather clinical finishing. Otherwise, these averages could be a lot lower.
$44.
95.
Oh, good visit from Toaster there.
$26.
45.
41.
85.
26.
51.
A good setup from Toaster there. Getting to 60 after just 6 visits to the board.
37.
As we see, DJ Mike Hughes not anywhere close. Great first start. fine in between the two.
40.
Well, still in a great position here, Toaster. DJ Mike Hughes will not be in range, so Toaster can have at least 6 at this
45.
20. But he's hoping to get it in just 1. How about 2? How about 3?
Miss.
Well, he'd rather miss outside than inside, I promise you that.
$78.
Good math there from DJ Mike Hughes to realize that that 18 target is what was going to put him on a checkout here. And Toaster missing that double 5 by an incredible margin. Closer to that triple 12 than anything.
44.
Now Mike Hughes leaves himself on a Shanghai if he gets a look.
20 first
But
start.
he will not. Toaster guaranteeing himself now a point on the table. The worst outcome he can have here is a 6-6 draw. Meanwhile, Mike Hughes has got to win 4 on the trot. 4 on the spin, 4 on the
60.
go. Whatever other British euphemisms may exist for that.
70.
And that is just to get 1 point in this best of 12 race.
121.
1-2-1 will be helpful. And remember, like we said, in those standings, the points are the
41.
first thing that matter. The second tiebreaker is that leg differential. So every single leg that Mike Hughes can get here will be valuable and can be very important when it comes down to playoff position,
40.
seedings, and even just getting into the playoffs.
60.
$100.
55.
Mike Hughes looking first to a checkout. Ooh, absolutely first to a checkout. Ooh, don't bust it. That's how afraid he
120.
was of busting it. He'd rather miss high off the board than risk anything close to getting grabbed in by deflecting off those flights
55.
and getting a third treble 20 in that visit. Oh, that's just how nervy we are. Double 20 now for a 17 darter. Wow! Wow! What a leg from Mike Hughes!
The hell the difference between those two legs is.
Jeez! Saying,
And you lost the dart, too.
wow! That is the best leg we've
60.
seen, I believe, so far in the Quarantine Premier League this season. Holy smokes. Now we got some combination finishes on the board here. The 60 there for Mike Hughes in 2. Ton 20 for Toaster. Took him 3 darts to do it.
60.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll let him go with that. Me personally, I would have done it in 2.
45.
Oh, no. 17.
Wow, is that the opening? Is that the little boost of confidence that DJ Mike Hughes needed to mount this little comeback here? He's taken the darts away by a huge margin already here in this 10th leg.
100.
Well, that margin just closed a bit, but he still has the darts. If he puts in a 50 here, well. And Toaster with the darts again.
11.
$45.
Ton here would be gigantic for Mike Hughes. And 85 would be gigantic for Mike Hughes.
40.
A 40 is a 40 for Mike Hughes.
45.
Oh, not even able to set up the 164 there. Needed that single
6.
20 with the third dart. Oh, so unfortunate. Meanwhile, Toaster in range. How close the range will be.
60.
Not that close. Put a lot of pressure on this 179 from Mike Hughes to in turn put some pressure on Toaster.
59.
Good leave again for the Shanghai.
Jeez.
Yikes. Well, the 7 left 107, so it was still on for Toaster, who needed that triple 19, instead finding the
23.
double 3 with that second
30.
dart.
45.
Pretty much a tie game here. Toaster back with the advantage. I think that was an attempt at triple 12 as Toaster had 62 left. And that second dart was just way low and inside on that 14.
43, 57.
Oh no, a 6 and a 2 so far. Leave DJ Mike Hughes on 67. He was
18.
going for 45?
Well,
And Toaster going too hot, too cold on 24. 17 for tops here. Again missing the big single, Mike Hughes. Again missing the big single, Mike Hughes. Wants to 5. Single 5 to set up 40 if he gets a chance back. He's scored 12. He's just been looking for 17. No, and he wanted the 13 for 32 that turn. Or that dart. Oh no, it's coming off. Toaster for the match. Oh, it's in the madhouse now. DJ Mike Hughes. It's the forgiving. You can go 7 for 32 or 19 for double 10. It's so forgiving. Will he set up a chance at a double? Almost bust it with the triple 19, double 16 here. He's got to work it up. Oh, and just too far up. It was a great dart. It just got deflected up ever so slightly.
Bust.
And Mike Hughes with a reprieve here with Toaster missing the double 1. Double 8 to stay alive.
Plus.
Oh, and it's a bust into the double 11 on the very first start. Madhouse for Toaster.
Oh my goodness, bust. That's not close.
Oh boy, we've seen this before. Once double 8. It's kind of moving inside. Yes.
Second
Wow.
Real.
A critical leg. If he can get some of the
Only a
confidence back,
partial
you know, we saw that spurt of absolute brilliance
a
at
bad
leg
one.
9 with that 17 dart from DJ Mike Hughes. He follows it up with a 38 darter with chance after chance given by Toaster. Woof.
41.
And hopefully Mike Hughes can just shake that off and realize he
60.
just needs a break and a hold to eke out a point from this match after being down 5-2. He was down 6-2, in fact. He's got to forget about that last leg and all that nonsense.
100.
Remember, he just threw
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna
17
do my
darter
last throw.
before that.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
And he's just got to find that headspace again. Toaster just
66.
taking the darts and taking the darts away from Mike Hughes this leg.
60.
55.
And if Congro's, yeah, Congro's still in the chat. I was reading something on Twitter about something like Kim
100.
Hybrix was using. It wasn't like Ron the Bomb. It was someone else's darts today. Like his opponent. It was
34.
shoot. I can picture the face. But Kim Hybrix was playing a guy who's like darts he was using until Kim's manufacturer makes his own or something. Can you confirm any of this for me? Like, am I just like speaking absolute nonsense here? What am I talking about here?
44.
45.
Nappy, right? Was he throwing nappies today? Because
48.
because Kim's always seem like just absolute bombers. Like the way they drive into the board, it seems like they're like 30 grams and just like absolute chonkers.
22.
And Nappy, when he throws them, just always seems way more like ginger. It seems like such a more delicate dart. I just couldn't believe it.
41. 'Cause why not?
Mike Hughes leaving one of my personal favorites, 104. The 119 is not going to go for Toaster.
59.
Trouble 16 for tops here. Not going to go for Mike Hughes. So 77 wants a trouble 19 to leave double 20. Or double 10, I mean.
26.
Yeah, so Congar was saying Kim was using a set of Danny Knopper darts there.
40.
Yeah, saying Kim used very, very short points, I guess, explaining why I always had the perception that the dart was just like completely driving into the board. 18 to set up tops here for Mike Hughes on 58, who will not be able to take this out this visit.
38.
Oh, Napi uses super long points. I guess I knew that. Double 5 here for the match. Wow, and he gets it.
Yeah.
Better late than never
God, I'm such a fucking
on
nerd.
that dart.
I would not say that, dude.
As we check out this match summary, I cut my audio there. Well, we had some peaks over in the beginning as both players were starting to stretch out to like a mid-50s average area. And then just couldn't sustain that, some real awesome legs in the middle there. Let's see, what do we have? It was leg 6 with the 19 darter from Toaster, leg 9 with the 17 darter from DJ Mike Hughes. So certainly some flashes of absolute brilliance in there. But I feel like neither player completely got that scoring going, during kind of any consistent stretch in the match. And that's kind of what led to some of those numbers. Was hoping DJ Mike Hughes would be able to mount a comeback there toward the end. Unfortunately, it was just not to be. Let's see where that takes us at with our updated standings here. So Toaster now, after his week 1 draw with Silver Fox Seth Wilkerson, has taken that number 2 spot. Of course, there is still one match left to play for this week. But these are the tables as it stands now. Mike Hughes, certainly with a bit of work to do to make up for some of this ground that he's lost these first 2 weeks, but plenty of time to do it so far. We have 7 weeks left in the season for Mike Hughes, 6 game weeks left, and we'll see what he brings up and what Toaster is able to bring for us next week. As always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you all next time.